Alright guys, what's up, It's your boy Petty Parade, and today we're here to talk about my free-to-play account. And this is going to be somewhat of a starter guide, what you should do from base. I'm going to kind of record as much as I can playing this account to try and help people who are going to be at different stages. Hopefully I come up at the stage you're at. Hopefully, if you're just starting out, or if you're thinking about, trying out a free-to-play account, you can use some of these tactics to hopefully avoid some real early mistakes. So just to show you guys how early I am in this, we still have only touched the first 2 campaign spots. You can see that we have a good amount of money right now and a bunch of energy, and you might be wondering yourself, how the hell did you do that? Alright, fair question. So first things is we did missions up until this point. So what are we? So we're about 8 missions in or so. I stop at this point once it wants me to keep going in the campaign because if you go over to your artifacts, you can see how I'm on part 4 of 10 right now. That's because the first 3 and even actually the rest of this tier here has me farming that second campaign spot. And as you're getting champions from the very beginning and trying to build them, spending a whole bunch of the time here that it wants you to do will hopefully get you, some decent 3-star attack set gear, which is going to be very, very important for you starting out. So I definitely recommend you do all of these. You'll get a bunch of money, you'll get a bunch of energy like we have right now. So that is one of my biggest things to stress, is to do these. You don't really have to worry as much about these. You'll kind of knock these out just from doing the other stuff. Dungeons, don't even worry about it all. Arena, don't even worry about it all. Just focus on your artifact challenges right out the gate. Let's go ahead and take a look at our little champions here. So we are, if you guys count my video on great 2-star monsters, this is my girl. Loud. We have crit rate gloves on her and speed boots. We're real lucky right now. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have +8'd those things. But after a little bit of testing, she's just about as fast as Kale is with farming, maybe a little bit faster. So I'm going to be using her and Kale together to basically 2-man through the campaign and get all my 3 stars right out the gate. And so far that plan's working pretty good. Some other honorable mentions here. We've got our boy Yeoman down here that we're leveling, and we've thrown some little things on. This man is amazing. Definitely going to enjoy getting some joy out of that. Oop. Went way too far. Went way too far. Couple other champions that we're building right now. Deathhound has ignores shield and block damage buffs, and if he crits, then it ignores defense as well, which is great damage against bosses. Good damage against other players in PvP and everything. It's definitely strong. And then places a poison debuff. We haven't been able to pull Outlaw to have a better poisoner, so for right now we're gonna roll with this guy for a little bit and see how that goes. Also leveling both of these guys as well, but I'm not too worried about them. I'm kind of just leveling them up so that I have them ready when I want to build them here in a little bit. So right now it is just having me farm a bunch of the second act, or not second act, the second zone. So the challenge sets right before this have you go through and do them and get 3 weapons, 3 shields. Then it steps up and is like 5 gloves, 5 boots, 5 chest pieces, and then it wants you to go back and get 3-star versions of all of them. Even if you got 3 stars in your previous runs, you still have to go back and do it again and get the 3-star artifacts from each of the stages here. So that's what we're working on right now. Once we get these guys leveled up, we're going to switch them out and then immediately just start leveling food. I actually have a fair amount of 2 stars and could 3-star them. But we're not super worried about that. You don't want to get like a full team together and 3-star all of them. I do need to get enough food to 4-star my Kale and my Dampier. With those two 4-starred and getting them leveled up a little bit, knocking out these challenges, I'll be able to push through a large part of the campaign with just those two and getting my 3 stars on each run. So that's the goal. I'm hoping that we'll be able to get a bunch of rewards from that and some shards and everything from completing the star challenges on the campaign. So trying to line ourselves up and get a couple of things done while moving forward. So hopefully we get some of these things here. Haven't touched dungeons really at all. I think there was one mission early on that wanted you to like do stage 1 or something of the Magic Keep, and basically don't go into dungeons when you're early game in free to play until a mission is telling you to. When a mission tells you to go in there, go knock that out. Keep an eye on your challenges. Your missions and challenges are separate. That's another big thing that I want to stress, especially for brand new players. That is a huge part of what should be directing your focus early game. It's a pretty good guide, and you should be at about the strength you need to be once you go through all of that to start getting into the late early game. Which is like, the mid-tier dungeons and everything in the early to mid-teens or so. I still kind of think you're early game until you're with a solid team in the 20s. But yeah, this has been definitely a fun account. I'm definitely enjoying this. I want to keep this 100% free to play and try and make some content for you guys. Dampier is just doing amazing, and I'm kind of curious, and I'm going to keep testing this as I build them both, if they really do have consistent clear times, or if she might end up being a little bit faster of a farmer. If I get Saurus, when I get enough room to pop some of the mystery shards that I've been stacking up, because I'm out of space right now and I'm being cheap and not spending it on monster storage. Yeah, if we pull Saurus, then he might become the new farmer focus, because he can farm, be a 6-7 second farmer for 12-3 brutal. So if we get that might just be the meme for this account. There we go. There's that 3-star that we needed. Whew. Yeah, right now I'm not really worried about having a lead. It doesn't matter. She's one hitting everything that she hits anyways. And the fact that she gets her extra turn on kill, she clears the second wave without any of them having a chance to go, without any of my people having a chance to go and slow things down. And then she one-shots the last wave usually, yeah. So, I mean, I think might be a faster and more consistent farmer than Kale when it comes to second round in all the waves. Because Kale, after he, uses his poisons, then has to single target the last couple of people, and then his acid rain is usually up for the last wave and kills them. But if she can just automatically clear the second wave every time, then she might actually be a better farmer than Kale. It's just Kale's going to be more useful in other places for you, and she's going to stop being useful right at campaign farmer and early dungeons. So I mean, she'll always be a great wave clearer for dungeons, but we will see. Another thing, first time that I went through on my main account, there was just an overabundance of magic champions in my box. I did not have any decent spirit ones. So the fact that this is such a strong spirit monster, regardless of the fact that she's a 2-star, can be a big help. So even if you're, a couple weeks past this level of early game, she might still be someone you want to build and consider for your team, especially if you're lacking some pretty decent spirit people. If you're stuck on a force dungeon, she might help you. I know force is where all of us get stuck. Hold on, I need to restart spiders on my main account real fast because we're trying to win me a tournament. Alright. And again, this just wave 2, no problem, wham bam, thank you ma'am. It's beautiful. This is slowly just becoming a Dampier showcase instead of a free-to-play starting guide. So, actually, crap, I should have done one more and maxed them out real quick. Just to show you guys like how I have definitely set myself up for success here in the future. Let me just show you what their clearing is going to look like once I actually start going through things. And because of the fact that I focused on all of my missions, I'm going to have a bunch of resources to kind of charge through the rest of normal. I'll get a bunch of rewards from getting 3 stars on everything. And we're going to have a nice set of resources again after this push from doing all this. Oh, look at that. Oh, look. She's farmable on this stage. Go get your Dampier. She gon' help you, boo. I don't know why more people aren't putting this girl on. That's disgusting. So, even though we can just walk through this, like I was saying, you want to resist that temptation of doing that now. Focus on those missions. Knock those missions out. By the time you finish all those missions, you should have enough stuff that you're going to coast into the next couple of days of gameplay really easily. And then all that stuff is going to come with its own rewards. And you're just going to be coming into everything with some big stacks. So, but don't level up all of your runes. Don't be like, oh, I can just plus 12 everything because I'm a baller. No, don't do that to your 3-star runes. What do you... No, calm down. It'll be okay. So let's take a look real quick. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about in terms of the 3-star rewards. So, and to do that, you have to do it with 2 champions and nobody dies. So that's why I have it on these 2 that are going to be relatively self-sufficient. So, just a little recommendation from your boy. Trying to look out for you. Did we, let's go ahead. See if we can talk a little bit about how you should be using your tavern. So this is not going to be an awesome way of using it. Let me go ahead and just feed you. We need to make a little bit of space right now. We'll feed these 2 guys here. We've also got some free skill ups in here. Hold on. Definitely going to take advantage of those. Take advantage of those every time you can. Unless you really need the food. But by farming as much of the second stage as this game wants you to with your missions and challenges, you shouldn't have a problem. Yeah, we're at 23. That's beautiful. Oh, we still... Okay. We'll spend a little bit of money, increase some room. Alright. Nothing, no super amazing 2 stars that we now want to build, though this chick looks super cool. I like that mask, girl. Alright. My bad, keep restarting stuff on my main. So let's go ahead real quick and just, for the sake of time, we'll allow feeding this one time. I don't know if I don't think I want to level these guys up right now, but I at least need to make space because I just have so many 2 stars here. So also, while we're taking care of business, get that free skill up. I love both of her skills, so I don't care where these go as long as they're going there. As long as she's getting skill ups in the first place, I'm a happy man. So we're gonna save these 1 stars. Need to level up some 2-star food. Now that we don't have these guys, Yeah, since we're still stuck on our challenges right here, seeing we're getting our energy back for the most part, and we keep going up in levels, so we just keep getting more and more stamina from this process. So we only need gauntlets, chest, and feet. So even if you've been playing the game for a little while, it might be a good idea to do a free play account. I really enjoy it because it makes me practice better habits than I know I've been doing lately. I'm actually gonna stop worrying about him for a minute and actually just level up some food, because I need to start planning for my 4 stars. But I just love the amount of damage she's doing. Like, that is really good for a 2-star. Just out of curiosity, let's switch her and Kale out after this and see what he's clearing it in. So we have a 16-second clear. Just for the memes, and then we'll go ahead and wrap things up from there, because we're approaching 16 minutes, and I don't want to make this too long. Definitely expect to see more free-to-play guides here. It's round 2, and we're already making time. I don't know, guys. I think Dampier might be the better farmer. Maybe it was just a bad run. We'll do one more for consistency's sake, and then do one more Dampier. Because God knows we're probably not getting that glove that we need that quick. See, part of it just makes her so much stronger is that she'll just keep cascading and just taking out those monsters and all these other, pointless people that are just here to become chickens one day. Don't have time to cut in and waste our time. And that is so important. So yeah, that's a pretty significant difference. I'm pretty sure I know who's going to be my farmer, ladies and gentlemen. And it might have to be Dampier. I might have to get my pom-poms out and start cheering for this girl. So look at this. Just look at it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And they all gone. They all gone. And now they gone. They did like clock stop because they knew they were dead. That's cute. I like that. If we were doing time the way it normally works, it still would have been like 16 seconds, 17 seconds. It's because your screens are slow, bro. But alright, hopefully this helps you guys out a little bit. If you're interested in 2-star champions that can really help you early game, definitely check out the video that I put out earlier today. Top's 2-star champions. I'm definitely going to do a more in-depth guide on these guys, especially as I do more testing with Dampier and see just how gross she really, really is. Thank you guys so much for coming and checking it out, and I will see you guys on the next one. Deuces.